Hello everybody and welcome to a new Let's Play series with me, CWATTYESO, here on the Mercury Farms map. Decided to start the map up in start from scratch mode, and basically we're going to have it on hard difficulty. Default fuel usage, everything's going to be on. Plant growth is going to be slow. Withering, crop destruction, periodic ploughing, all that stuff's going to be on. We are going to change it and put it into pounds, miles and acres, because, you know, we're going to be doing this as a British series. So obviously, starting in a start from scratch series, we do not own any fields. We do not own anything. We have no equipment. We do have some contracts though, which we could do, but to do that I'm going to need some equipment. Now, we've got 500,000 in our starting budget, of which none of that is loan, so that's handy. What we need to do, however, is I need to go to the store and figure out how we're going to start this series off, how we're going to start to make some money. Now, long term, I don't know if I'm going to actually have a farm on this map, a traditional farm with buildings and fields that I own and stuff like that. I haven't thought that far ahead. I would like to see if I can make a business for myself just being a farmer for hire. Right, we're going to need a vehicle shop. So, and I appreciate, obviously, rules of the highway code. You should always walk into oncoming traffic so that they can see you and avoid you if you should trip and fall into the traffic. That's the correct way of doing things. So what have we got here? Let's have a look, because I have not really spent... We've got the spinnery and we've got sweet potato. So the spinnery is here for selling your cotton, your wool and stuff like that. And then there's a sweet potato factory behind that, which I'm guessing will take potatoes. So basically, I'm going to be offering my services as a farmer to the locals on the map. I'm going to be seeing, basically starting out with some contract work, maybe leasing some equipment, doing a few little jobs and bits and pieces, finding ways to make some money early so we could buy equipment, buy our own fleet of vehicles basically that we can then use for contracting jobs. Which may mean I do have to buy an area of land or a field or something that I can basically put in a base of operations and operate from. And there's certainly plenty of fields on the map. I think of all reasonable prices. I think we've got some logs and stuff as well littered around that may be able to pick up and transport. You never know. A few decorative pieces I might be able to remove. Do a bit of wood chipping. These things are a possibility. But we're going to the main, obviously, store, because we're going to need a vehicle to start with. And if I'm going to be doing some... I mean, we've got transport contracts, which I've not really done before. Transport items from the sawmill to the garden centre. Well, I'm going to accept that. That's usually pallets and stuff, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to need a vehicle that can transport stuff. So let's go into the store. Hello, Doris. I need to buy a vehicle, please. I'm going to want a truck, and I probably want a hook lift. Let's start with a lovely man hook lift, and let's put some big we'll have 4 axles, we'll have the man fenders. We'll have steering axles, we're going to have the full unit and 3-point hitch. We will have GPS on it because we may end up using it for some other bits and bobs. Right, that's 201 grand. Right, we're going to buy that. Okay. We are then going to need trailers, so I'm going to need one of these. For a start. And I'm also going to need, possibly for doing some jobs around here, one of them. Red and black, that'll do. And we're probably going to want something that can carry grain. And stuff. We'll come back for that, is what I'm thinking. Right, first things first then. Our lovely man truck. Right, we need to do this contract. We'll pick that up. And then we need to go to the sawmill. And I've not played this map before, so I need to know where that is. Sawmill's right down in the bottom corner, actually past the garden centre. Very handy. Now, with it being a British map, the vehicles do drive on the correct side of the road, which is fine. We'll just turn the GPS-y thing off for the time being. Because I'm not going to need that unless we're actually doing some coursework. People will say, coursework? It's like, yeah. Plan on doing some coursework with this truck, you know. Slightly alternate methods of farming. Right, so we're going to go through the garden centre. First of all. And we're going to go up to the sawmill. Past the greenhouses. Right, so I'm guessing we want to be loading these. So we're going to want mission pallets. Fine by me. strap them down, take them to the garden centre. Not the most complicated of jobs to start the series. Fairly straightforward and simples. Right, and I'm guessing we've now got a put of them in there, so did we just complete the contract? Not quite, apparently. Oh, I must have stop and go braking is turned off. I don't like that. I'm going to turn that on. Right. What we need to do is just give these a bit of a nudge. Not quite in the correct area. That should be the case now. Completed. 2,600 squid uncles. Right, they want contracts to do harvesting. I don't have a harvester. Which means I'm going to have to go and pick up a different method of making some money now. Right, wait for a gap in the cars. A lot of traffic on this map. And go. We'll go back, we'll switch our trailers. We'll pick up the tanker. And we'll go provide a bit of service for the greenhouses, shall we? Oh, excuse me for sneezing. Allergies. I figured this would be an interesting change from the usual farming simulator Let's Plays, where we all start off with a farm and we all jump into tractors and start ploughing fields and harvesting crops. I'm starting with nothing. I'm starting with literally nothing. Right. I'm going to potentially borrow some of the forecourt of the store. I know technically it's not mine. I don't own the store land. Can't do anything about that. I'll leave that there. Nobody steal my trailer, please. Please. Don't steal it. And then we'll pick up this lovely baby. We'll take this one. And we'll go make another bit of a delivery, shall we? Check the traffic. Nothing's coming. Perfect. Let's go and provide a service to the greenhouses, even though they've not contracted us yet. We can deliver water to them and they'll pay us, which will be nice. And then later on, once we've got some more attachments for our truck, we'll be able to do some other things. Right, I need to go down here, but we will use the path. So don't mind me, peoples. Going down here. Come on. Can't I fill up from here? Let me unload the... You're gonna make me unload the tanker to fill up with water? That's a bit shy. That's a bit shady. That makes life a little bit more difficult for me. This should pay us a good little bit of money to start with. Right, let's go back this way. So we're going to go back to the garden centre and give the greenhouses a little bit of a drink. Check the traffic situation. And off we go. I've got my blinker on. Don't worry, my blinker is on. Blinker is now off. What we want to do, first of all, we want to deliver some water then to some of these lovely, lovely places. So I'll deliver half to this one. Or most of it to this one, because I forgot. It's a different button for overloading. Alright, so we made about 12 grand from that, which is nice. Still only got harvesting contracts to do, which is... Field is only offering me 353 squid. 327 squid. Jeepers creepers, man, you're not paying a lot. Right, let's have a look. What else can we sell on this map then? Garden centre will pay some slurry and some manure. They will pay for slurry, apparently. Shall we go get them some slurry? If they pay us more for slurry than they do for water. And blinker on, indicating left, no cars coming, off we go. So of course the animal dealer has the unfortunate problem of obviously having to get rid of manure and slurry. So I've pretty much done them a deal whereby I will take the manure and slurry from them. I will empty that, you know, I'm not going to charge them for my time and my services. They're not going to charge me for the manure and slurry because I'm disposing of it mostly free of charge, and I can then do with it what I want. So if I can make a little bit of money by providing a service to them, then so be it. But again, I think it's usually a little bit iffy to try and load stuff in here, but we'll see. Will you please give me some slurry? You will. Wasn't trying to detach it, but I am filling it. Let's put the wheels down, shall we? All the wheels in contact with the ground. Right, 48,000 litres of slurry. Oh, he did charge us for taking it away. You scumbag. I thought the slurry was supposed to be free. Thought we had a deal. I'm guessing the animal dealer's renegotiating on that deal. But we will see. On again. I need to put my beacons on as well when I'm carrying a full load. Lovely steaming pile of manure. Right. So apparently you will accept slurry, or so I'm told. No, you don't accept slurry. Might be the green. It might actually just be the garden centre as a whole then. Let's see. Okay, the garden centre will buy it for us. $2,100. Okay, let's have a quick look at the finances then. We bought the manure for 1,584, and we made just over £2,000 for it. That's not all that profitable. So let's have a look at the contracts. Now, if we do a potato harvest, that's going to get us £4,000, and it's going to be field 20, which is where on the map? Right down here, just next to the vehicle shop. So I will drive back to the vehicle shop. In fact, I'll accept that contract now. I'll lease the equipment. Drive back to the shop, park this up, and I'll do some potato harvesting. Again, I've got my blinker on. Wait for the traffic. Bad junction, this. Go on. Cars. At least they travel a bit quicker on this map. Alien Jim sped them up a bit. I'll have to make a move in a minute after this white one. Come on. Otherwise I'll sit there all day. Oh. Blinkers off. Right, so we'll drive this back, park it in the store, and then we'll come back to do field 20s, potato harvest, which is right there, or sugar beet harvest, whichever one it is. And I'm playing this series with minimal mods. I don't have a load of mods installed. There isn't a bunch of mods in use. I've literally got vanilla vehicles. Literally the only things I've added are like the hook lift trucks, the IT runner pack, and that sort of thing. I've got the production type mods installed. Why do I need 2 tractors and trailers? I'm not quite sure. I will park my truck over here out the way. Nobody steal my truck. Why have you leased me 2 tractors then? Oh, I see why you've leased me 2 tractors. Because this isn't a typical harvester, is it? I'm guessing. I've not done potatoes like this before. That's interesting. Wait, you didn't even give me GPS. Oh, you. So they didn't even give me a machine with GPS, look. How horrible is that? Right, so I was doing field 20. So I've got to go down here. I'm assuming I've got to unfold this thing. Right, how do I get into that field? I've got to come through here, which means get in. I can't find the door. Given me a contract in a field that I can't get into. I'm missing something really obvious. You'll have to bear with me. I don't know how to get into this field. I can get through here. And through there. Right. Okay. found my way in. Joys of a new map. When you don't know where you're going and got no way of knowing. Oh, there's a plane flying over again. Right, I am going to turn on the harvester and lower the harvester. I'm then going to turn on the topper, lower the topper. I'm going to proceed to drive this merry little course. And harvest all the sugar beets, which may take an incredibly long time. I now know why Matey gave me the 2 tractors, like, 'cause he didn't give me a proper harvester. Bear with me, 'cause I'm gonna make a hash of this. I'm going to try and do headlands, because this field's going to be quite tricky to work north and south if I don't. The good thing is I can't do crop destruction on a contract. Right, we're apparently full. Can't lift that up or down any. Right, I need to go back and get the tractor and trailer now. Or tractor and trailers. All this running about, keep me fit. Won't it? I want... Which one connects to what? Right. Don't have the option of tipping. Got a bit of a train going. Pop the covers. Traffic is clear, so we can just go. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. And we get, like I say, a potato or sugar beet harvest done for this farmer. Maybe that will then give us future job opportunities for the locals if I do this job well. Although getting in and out of this field is going to be the hardest part. Right, let's see if I can get down between the field and the harvester. Might just be enough room. But actually, let's pull forward. Got that there. It'll get a little bit easier once we've taken out some more of the sugar beets. Just clean up this edge a bit. I'll clean up the bottoms a bit better too. An area there I'm kind of made a mess of. Right, we kind of need to so this area is quite big. This will allow you to turn. So at least here I can kind of work up and down the field. Load again. I'm not going to try reversing with the swivel trailer on the back. Stop that idea. I'm just going to drive around in a loop. And position this underneath the harvester. Drive round, turn that one off. fun. Quite slow, this. I've never done a sugar beet harvest using a tractor before. I've nearly always done it using an actual proper harvester. Guess this is kind of like a cheap way of doing it. This machine probably not quite as expensive as a harvester, like a roper or a homer. Okay, so the contract is complete. And we actually get a lovely little bit of a bonus harvest. That's nice. Not bad, not bad. We'll just leave these trailers round the back here, because we are done with them. I will go collect the harvester, bring that back, and then we can turn the contract in. Finish the day with a little bit of money. But that was the longest sugar beet harvest I've ever done. It's a bit weird doing it with it that way, with a tractor and that. It's the first time I've ever done it that way. I probably wouldn't do it again, given the opportunity. It was a bit painful. So we can bring this back. We'll pipe in. I want to say we completed the contract. We got the message that we completed the contract, so happy days. As I say, we'll bring this back to the shop because it's not ours. We leased it. We loaned it. And hopefully when we turn in matey's contract, that'll make us a nice little bit of money. And up we go. I'll probably want to clean the vehicles, check to make sure they're all okay before they send them out to someone else. Fuel station here for refilling. Very nice, very nice. So let's have a look at the contracts then. We completed that. Collect. Transport item, a couple of transporting contracts. Vehicle shop to Sweet Potato. There's a couple of contracts I could take. Queue them up. And then there's a bunch of fertilising contracts. Oh, I'll have to switch trailers again then. But anyway, this has been the first video in my Mercury Farms Let's Play series. We're going to take stuff from here and we're going to sell it down at the place and stuff like that. So that's how basically this series is going to go. I'm going to be doing contracts for the most part. At some point I do need to figure out a plot of land to buy that I can basically turn into my own. I might like that area actually. Feel that area there between where we've just come from basically would be not a bad little area. As would Field 22 to basically set up my buildable place is going to be. But we will see in the next episode. I've been CWATTYESO. This has been the Mercury Farms map by Alien Jim. This is the start of my new Start From Scratch Hard Economic Difficulty Let's Play series. So please go ahead, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Share the video wherever you see fit. And don't forget to leave your comments in the section down below. For now, from me, it's goodbye.